Social media influencer?
Yes, I am an influencer.
What does that have to do with you being a mom?
I met her because I'm one of her super fans.
I'm a influencer.
What's an influencer? What's that she says she does?
And I know she's a big influencer and she pretty much puts everything out there.
But influencers get paid.
I can give up being a influencer
and get a real
keep
job.
My kids.
I'm honored. Social media influencer?
It's crazy.
So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is. Hey, Mr. Foster, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, what's happening is this. She's out and she's partying, she's having fun, she's doing all this stuff like all on social media. She's a social media influencer. I met her because I'm one of her super fans.
Oh,
yeah.
This is cute.
How it happened was that since I'm a super fan, I'm kind of following her around, see what she's doing. But she actually called for me to cater to one of her areas, which is how we actually hooked up from there, because I'm a chef.
Okay.
We have one child together, and she's not really doing the things that she's supposed to do as a mother, pretty much supporting the child, being there for them, paying any Medicaid or so, dealing with for the child. I practically do all that. And I brought her here today just to say, hey, you gotta step up your game. You gotta do something, help out this child, because I can't be the only supporter if you're here supposed to do something as well. I mean, I can do it, but I do need a little bit more income for that.
Okay, I'm a little bit more interested in the background. How you became a super fan and you hooked up.
Well, I'm a follower.
I mean, I don't need all the details about, how the child was conceived. I'm just interested to see how that works,
Well, I'm the type of guy that I always post all my stuff, letting people know this is what I do, like all my catering stuff and all that. But when it comes to her, I know that she does all this stuff, and I know she's a big influencer, and she pretty much puts everything out there. She's really, when it comes to making it to a live stream, she can do that. She has that. But so that's what I did. I actually reached out to her in that way, and that's how I got more of my influence out there, so I can actually start catering and partying catering to all these parties.
Okay, all right. And so you want her to pay child support?
Yes.
All right, and you said the child is on Medicaid,
yes.
Correct? Okay. All right, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
No.
Okay. Ma'am? Yes. Welcome. I'm honored. Social media influencer?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, but what does that have to do with you being a mom?
I'm out there trying to make money and trying to support my child. I do send him money. I'm just trying to grow my business.
How much money do you send him?
It just depends on what's going on during the week, what I have and what my income is each month.
On average, how much money are you getting from her, if any?
She only sends about maybe like $200-300.
$200 or $300? You're a social media influencer?
Well, I'm still growing my business. I mean, I'm
right.
But she parties. It's all over. It's online. It's like she's everywhere.
And you're getting paid for these appearances,
right? And you
right?
party too. That's how we met.
Nah, I was catering to
You were catering
to one of your parties. Yes.
Oh.
So I wasn't really partying. I was catering. I had to work it.
Right. That's what they're calling catering these days. Being a super fan. I get it.
It was one time.
One time and you all had the baby?
Yeah, don't take that long.
Well, that's true. So
he is making a good income as well.
Right, but the child is with him. So
yes.
His income is not really concerning
because I travel.
for me.
I travel.
Right, and you're being paid for your travel. Yes. Exactly. How much are you making, roughly?
Maybe about 100,000.
You're making about $100,000 and you send him $200 or so for the baby?
Yes.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not about to do this with you. You're making a lot of money and your child is coming up short and you don't have a problem with that?
No, I do have a problem with that. I would like him with me.
So you want the baby to be on social media for likes and follows?
Oh, it might be something that...
Like, what about school? And all those other
He
academic
can do
things that he has to
homeschool
do?
when he's 3.
So
He's
where
going
is
to
he
be on
homeschooling? In
virtual
hotels and stuff
school
like
with
that?
likes and followers.
You see it all the time. Why not? I mean,
Right, but don't you believe that that's a distraction?
no, I mean, I feel like, I'm making a pretty good income, and I think that this could really help him when he's older and to save up some money.
Well, if you're making a pretty good income, you can send more.
I agree with that.
Maybe you could work harder.
No, ma'am. Maybe you can work harder to be in your child's life. And I highly doubt a judge would place the child with you knowing that you travel, you're doing all of these things for growing your business, and the child is with him. Sounds like 100% of the time.
No, not all the time.
Okay, how often do you have the child?
When he allows the child to be with me when I'm not traveling.
Oh, okay. So when you're not traveling, that's how often?
Really, a couple of days a month.
Exactly. You made that up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place you on child support based on that $100,000 a year, ma'am. Yeah. And don't look confused. It's the right thing to do. It is absurd that you believe it is okay to only send a couple of $100s to dad for your child, and you actually think that it's okay for your child to be toting along with you to grow your social media influence. Yeah, no, that's not what we're going to do. This child needs to be in an environment that is stable. Need to make sure that school is being attended to. How old is this child?
About 3.
3 years old. No. Kindergarten will be here before you know it. He does not need to be traveling and going to homeschool and virtual school all over the country or wherever it is that you have to appear. You'd agree with me, right?
I mean, I guess I have to.
No, you don't have to, but don't you believe that's in the best interest of the child to be somewhere stable?
Well, I think the best interest of the child would be with me, and if I'm growing a business and I can take care of them.
And you believe that because you're the mom?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen today. So what we're going to do is base your child support off that $100,000 that you testified to, that makes your gross $8,333.33, bringing your net to $6,212.37. That makes your monthly child support obligation $1,242. Now, you mentioned Medicaid.
Yes.
Medicaid is not free. He doesn't have to pay for it, but you do. So it's based on 9% of your gross, which your gross is that $8,300 that I said earlier, that brings your reimbursement to Medicaid $750. If you can find somewhere on, private health insurance, I'm pretty sure you can find it a lot cheaper. Maybe one of your followers is a health insurance agent or something, and they can get you something cheaper, okay? So based on that, $1,242 plus $750 brings your monthly child support obligation to $1,992. You're going to pay that monthly to dad. Any questions?
No, I don't have any.
Why did you look at him?
Because I was just thinking he's making more money. He's doing more gigs.
That's great. And so are you. And if you make any more money doing more gigs, we can just increase your child support. Anything further?
Nope.
Is there anything further, sir?
No.
With no money. She doesn't drop food off. She didn't leave any clothes. She didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Tracy,
He just
what
has
is-
bad
what's your
taste in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is
sorry.
nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No. Well,
that would be Tracy.
What-
That would be her.
Okay, Mrs. Miller, we're going to be nice
Yes,
and respectful.
I apologize,
It's not
Your Honor.
kissing up if she is
apologize.
watching court on Zoom. That's why we live
Yeah,
stream, so
yeah.
you can watch it. And a lot of people watch it to get prepared. I see you have your notes there.
Yes,
I see
yes,
that she
yes.
has notes there. That's okay.
Yeah, it is okay, but I would watch it if I wasn't watching kids and kid shows. But that's because I got kids. But
Your
I
Honor, I
understand.
don't know why
I
she's so
understand.
mean to me.
Oh,
Like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay,
Here go
hold
the
on,
tears.
hold on. Miss Smith, I'll get over to you in just a moment. Okay, now, Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
you said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months, and who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not. She's really not.
I mean, well, why is that?
I just don't,
curious.
because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not
just
trick
don't
your son
understand.
into my bed. I
I
didn't
don't
trick your son into my bed. He got there
She
voluntarily.
kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might
That's
I
what
add.
you offered. So he got in the bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another
I mean,
side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait a
to the
minute, wait a
children.
minute. She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. Well, but-
Okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
Not
But
my
she-
grandchildren. She
That's
wasn't.
my point. She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point. Point
Okay.
taken. Point
Now,
taken.
isn't it fair
It's
to
probably my
say
son's idea.
part of your son's idea to do what?
Drop the children off to me. She probably didn't think about it.
Okay, is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I'm just saying she probably didn't contribute to that. It was probably his decision. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
She
following
probably
what's
would have
the
just
issue.
left him with anybody.
Your Honor, I'm
He
going to
probably-
object. I object, Your
What
Honor.
you objected for? You ain't
Okay,
no attorney. How you objected?
Wait, she has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to
Yeah.
know. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm listening.
Now, what
so
is
I
your
can
objection?
object.
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
Not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right, right.
Let's not knock anyone for
That's
trying
true.
to represent themselves.
That's true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So they're
That's a
with
good
me.
thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
You told me it was going to be temporary.
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped them off.
Okay, so I see kind of what's going on here. Sounds like a lot of miscommunication. You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie. He would make up things.
He wouldn't
So-
lie, but you would.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell
Did
you?
she just call me a liar, though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
I don't think she said that. I didn't hear that word.
It better not have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that word.
Gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. Okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
Just gotta watch
thank
them
you.
YouTube's little
And just like that, the courtroom cuts through the social media image and focuses on one thing, the child's best interests. The judge isn't punishing someone for being an influencer. She's looking at the income they admitted earning and comparing it to the support actually being provided. Do you think this ruling was completely fair? Or should a parent's career and travel schedule matter less than their financial responsibility?
post next time.
Okay, that was not
I'm
nice.
sorry. You said be nice.
Mrs. Miller.
I apologize.
You do not have to act like that, okay?
I don't. I
Now,
apologize.
when we first started talking, you said she was your son's baby mama, and I believe she said they were engaged or fiance or something.
Nah, they ain't.
So couldn't it be that your son doesn't tell you everything?
She got a ring on.
I mean,
And
I
then,
thought I heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring.
No,
but
your
you ain't got
son-
money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you
me
took
a
the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
Is it my turn?
Okay.
No, but you
is-
put the ring on so you can
Mrs. Miller.
flash it. Flash
Mrs.
it.
Miller.
Flash
Mrs.
it
Miller.
again. Flash it again, girl.
Mrs. Miller, it's a beautiful ring. Now, is there anything
Sure
else
is.
you
Look
want
like
me
it
to
costs a
know?
little money too, don't it?
And it sounds like that's a conversation you need to have with your son on another day. Is there anything else
There's
you
no
want me
proof
to
that
know?
he paid for that, though.
Is there
There's no
anything
proof.
else you want me
No,
to know?
Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, so I can move over to
Yes,
Miss
Your
Smith
Honor.
then.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Miss Smith, it is your turn. What do you want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Lie.
Okay, how long have Miss Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly make notes.
I apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize. I apologize.
He recently joined the military, and he's deployed right now. He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that.
no, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here.
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in
Okay.
the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object,
Now-
question. Which one can I do
excuse
with
me.
question? What she said. What's an influencer? What is?
So
what's this Trixie doing
what is
there?
your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying.
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
Falsifying information. Falsifying information. What's
Okay.
an influencer? What's that she says she does?
okay.
So that's false.
All right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right. Continue.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago. And he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media. And so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days, and I'm back 2 or 3, and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her, and I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like, I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer.
And get a
I'll
real
keep
job.
my kids.
And excuse me. Influencing. When you say influencing, you're talking about social media, content creator, that kind of stuff.
Yes, and my specific niche is travel videos. And you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do